I ended up here in Jacksonville. I originally was looking at doing environmental law, and the law school here in Jacksonville just happens to have an environmental law certificate program, one of the few in the country. They offered me a scholarship, and I happen to have family. I have an aunt and uncle who run a Bible camp in Florida, and my family was more comfortable with me going this far away as long as I had some family members nearby. So that's how I kind of ended up here. I had a lot of law schools across the country I was looking at, but this was the place, I ended up coming to.
And what school are you talking about?
Florida Coastal School of Law.
Okay, okay. And you're from where?
Grand Forks, North Dakota.
Okay. How does, coming from Grand Forks, how did that form you and your personality that makes you an attorney today?
I come from a really connected community. It's a community where people aren't afraid, perfect strangers aren't afraid to come up to you and ask you a question if they have a question. If they think you're looking a little lost or not sure what you're doing, they'll walk right up to you and help you. It's a place where if you get stuck on the side of the road and you see somebody stuck on the side of the road, you need to stop and help them, because who knows when the next person's going to be coming along. So it definitely is a place that taught me to help people, care about people, and kind of take the initiative to make sure that other people are comfortable, other people are, that they're doing well, that they're okay. Make sure the people around you are happy. Because it just helps the community overall. My advice would be is if you've received a check from an insurance company for injuries and you have not spoken to an attorney, go talk to an attorney about it. You get a free consultation with a personal injury attorney. Why not go talk to them? Talk about your options. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be able to give you some pretty good advice and at least make you aware of the issues going on so that you can at least make an informed decision before you decide to do something like that that really might affect you down the road.
Do you hear that? People saying, "Oh, I don't want to sue, I don't like attorneys," or whatever else they say.
Well, we do have clients who will come in and they'll be talking to me initially about, I don't want to sue anybody. I don't want to, I feel bad for the person who rear-ended me. They really didn't mean to do it. Things like that. And that's where you really need to talk to an attorney about how the process works, because there's a reason they have insurance. There's a reason you have insurance. And if you're seriously injured, even if you have an injury, maybe it's not as severe, but you've got some lost income because you've got to stay off work for a week. Maybe you're not able to go to work because your car's not drivable and you're having to focus on getting it repaired. Those things you can usually get reimbursed through the insurance company. I mean, you're not damaging that other person personally. You're not suing anybody. All you're doing is getting, what you're due. You're being made whole again for something that was not your fault. At the beginning of these injury cases, you have no idea what your future medical treatment's going to look like and your future medical bills. So why would you accept any amount of money before you even have any idea, how much money might potentially be coming out of your pocket and how much of a recovery you're going to need to take care of yourself in the future?
I think a lot of people have an impression that the majority of folks out there are trying to game the system. Oh, I'm not really that injured, so I'm going to try to get something I don't deserve. But it sounds like your experience is the exact opposite. People are kind of denying and not necessarily even taking what they have paid for, which is insurance coverage.
Yeah.
Is that fair assessment of the people you're running into?
Yes, it is. It's a very fair assessment. There's a lot of clients that really are afraid their insurance is going to go through the roof, or they're afraid that their insurance company is going to drop them. I have to field a lot of those questions every day. And your insurance rates, if you were not at fault in an accident, should not be going up. If they are jumping up more than usual, it's usually because somebody's done something silly, like they put you at fault for the accident or something. That's something that we can just send them a crash report and get fixed. And a lot of clients too, they just, for some reason, they have a personal connection to their insurance company that I have to kind of convince them doesn't exist. They just take your money every month. They don't actually really care about you and what's going on with you. And because we'll have so many people who get upset that I've been with State Farm or Allstate or Geico for 25 years and now I need them, and why aren't they helping me? And it's like, because you were just a number, you're just a paycheck coming through the door for them for that long. And that's a conversation I unfortunately have to have a lot, but I understand it. You feel like you've invested into a company and they should be investing back in you, and that's just not the case.